If you're thinking about traveling from South Africa to Mozambique, this video is for you. Most people just plan their routes and accommodation, but there are some challenges that travelers don't always think about, and ignoring them could turn your dream trip into a nightmare. Now, I've been traveling to Mozambique at least once a year for over 20 years, and let me tell you, some of these surprises might catch you completely off guard if no one warns you. So today I'm breaking down the biggest challenges, the border process, what to watch out for, what documents you absolutely must have, and how to protect yourself from scams and unnecessary fines. At the end, I'll also share a community tool that has saved thousands of travelers from border chaos. Let's get to it. Let's start with the routes going into Mozambique. Mozambique has several routes from South Africa. The main routes are the Lebombo Rosano Garcia route via the N4. This is best for going to Maputo, Bilene, Xai-Xai, Inhambane, or Vilanculos. The road is fully tarred, and the operational hours are around from 6 a.m. to midnight, normally, or 24 hours during Christmas and Easter. Important to note is that it is the busiest border in Southern Africa. It takes the longest during peak season, but it has good facilities. Another route is the Kosi Bay route. It's best if you're going to Ponta or Ponta Molangani. The road is tar and the operating hours are around 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This border is quieter. Another route is the Giriondo route via Kruger National Park. The road is gravel and a bit of slower driving, but it is a peaceful crossing with limited facilities. Lastly, there's also the Eswatini Swaziland alternative route. It's perfect if the Lebombo queues are long. The pros are it's much quieter, it's a scenic drive, the roads are generally good, but it does add some time on your route. And there is an additional border to clear. Now, the route that I've taken the most is the N4, the Bombo Rosano Garcia route. Something strange you might notice when crossing the border on departure and return is that you might glide to the Mozambican side but hit massive queues on the South African side. This can happen every single holiday season. The Mozambique side is often calm, structured, and surprisingly quick. But when you return to South Africa, you can wait for hours, especially at peak times like December, Easter, and long weekends. So plan your travel time very carefully. Even a small delay can turn a 10-minute crossing into a multiple-hour disaster. Now, let's talk about paperwork. If you're traveling with children, you'll need their unabridged birth certificates and their passports, of course. If one or both parents aren't present, you need affidavits confirming that you have permission to travel with the child. These must be certified. You also need copies of the IDs or passports of the parents and contact details. Now, for vehicle documents, you need the original or certified copy of the vehicle registration papers. If your car is financed, you need a letter from the bank and you'll need a temporary import permit when entering Mozambique. Make sure your temporary import permit has the correct details and don't lose it, otherwise exiting might become a nightmare. Temporary import permits are checked inside Mozambique, at random roadblocks, and always again when you leave, so make sure you keep it safe. Now, looking at your passports. This is one of the most common problems at the border, and it can cost you. After immigration, check that your passport has been stamped. Don't assume that it has. Don't leave the counter until you see the stamp. Some travelers' passports have been deliberately not stamped, incorrectly stamped, or stamped with the wrong date. This can become a legal issue when you try to exit Mozambique. So just flip open your passport and double check before you walk away. At many borders, especially the Lebombo Rosano Garcia border, you'll find people who approach travelers offering to help, offering fast queues, or claiming they can fix your documents. These are called border runners. Don't fall for it. They're not officials. They will overcharge you, They will take your passport out of sight and handle things incorrectly and vanish when something goes wrong. Only deal with the uniformed officials inside the building. A lot of travelers don't know this, but you cannot take meat from South Africa into Mozambique. There is an international ban due to foot and mouth disease. Now, here's the tricky part. Mozambique sometimes doesn't enforce this rule strictly, and many people will say, just take it, they never check. But officially, it is still illegal, and if they do decide to check, the fines, confiscation, and the delays just aren't worth it. In general, though, keep receipts for food and groceries, and declare anything you're unsure about. It's better to lose 2 minutes declaring than to lose 2 hours explaining. To enter Mozambique, you also do need insurance. This is compulsory third-party insurance. Even if your South African policy includes cross-border cover, Mozambique still requires Mozambican third-party insurance. Buy it before your trip to avoid scams, but you can also get this at the border. One of the best tools for anyone traveling to Mozambique is DriveMoz. It's an online community of thousands of travelers who share road conditions, border delays, crime hotspots, checkpoint updates, warnings about scams, and real-time help if you're stranded. They also use an app called Zello. It works like a walkie-talkie channel. Press one button, and you can instantly speak to people already at the border, travelers ahead of you on the same route, and volunteers who can guide you step by step in real time. This community has helped countless travelers avoid scams, get emergency help, and navigate the border safely. A few final tips for a smooth trip. Keep all your documents in one waterproof folder. Make sure none of them are expired before you depart. Have some meticais or small rand notes ready. Hide valuables and keep windows closed near the border. Never let anyone outside the official building handle your passport. Also, learn a few Portuguese words. It goes a long way. But most importantly, enjoy Mozambique. It is an incredible country. Safe travels, boa viagem.